everybody? You're tuned in with Clutch here from the Sodak Motorcycle Blog. It's been a minute since you've actually heard from me, live and kind of a decent amount of, or kind of relatively recently. So, anyways, back again for this month's edition of Comments and Beer. Can you believe it's already March 2024? Time seems to be flying fast, but you know what that means if you're in the Northern Hemisphere with the wintertime flying fast. It means spring is just around the corner. Actually, we've had many pretty nice days up here so far. So, once again, this is Comments and Beer. This is a monthly comment show where basically I read through YouTube comments and I answer your comments, and we do it in video. That way I don't have to sit here and answer every single comment on YouTube. Just because I don't know, I'm really bad at answering comments. So this is how I do it. And of course, we can't go on without meeting, the beer of Comments and Beer. So this month's entry comes from Crow Peak Brewing Company in Spearfish, South Dakota. This is their 11th hour IPA. You're going to be thinking, man, no crowler. Well, Crow Peak also does not. They're also one of those that they do not do crowlers. However, they do little tiny, they actually do a little kind of a half growler that is what the heck I'm trying to say. It's made out of glass. And I got one last week, but I never got around to making the video. I didn't feel like making the video last week, so here you are. It's 4 days before, and I'm just pushing the last minute. So anyway, it's pretty good IPA. Crow Peak Brewing, pretty good place. You should check it out. But anyways, let's tune in some comments, shall we? So, first comments come from my Sturgis Rally 2023 demos, the one where I demoed the brand new CVO Road Glide. Got a visitor. So, we got one comment from @boss.player. What with the question mark? I don't know if it's a freaking out what, because I don't know what's going on with this comment there, boss player, but yeah, I don't know. I guess I'd say go back and watch the video and, I don't know, turn up the volume a little bit. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. So, I don't know, unless he thinks I'm threatening him. I don't know. I wasn't really threatening to the, I don't think I was very threatening to the Harley crowd on that. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with that comment. And this is Claude, looks like LaRock Q3655, and he says, a review done by a true metric rider. Well, yes, I am a true metric rider. I do ride a Honda Goldwing. He might have been getting to me at the point where I'm like, yeah, there's all this nice stuff on that CVO, but I can add $5,000 of accessories to a brand new Goldwing and still be at $37,000, and I know that's how metric riders think, and we don't just understand, but you gotta understand this too. $50,000 is a lot for a motorcycle, especially a motorcycle that probably not gonna ride all darn year. But hey, especially a motorcycle that's 50 grand without a trunk or anything else. So, but anyways, that's where we're gonna go with that. Matter of fact, I just spent $45,000 on a brand new pickup that I can drive all year. So I would rather spend that money on something I can use all year. But I will, for right now, just stay with my 05 Goldwing because it's paid off and it's cheap to maintain, and I don't need to deal with a lot of crap with it, and my transmission doesn't have a recall on it, so that's cool. But anyways, which by the way, it was a fuel pump on the 18 Goldwings that's being recalled. Actually, funny story. Also on the 18 CRV has a fuel pump module that's recalled. But anyways, moving right along. So we'll get another comment here on the Amsoil A Waste of Money video. Now, I will say this, and I've said it many times, this video is by far my biggest video I've ever done. I don't know, you put Amsoil on the video and man, it's got an even bigger draw than Harleys do. Excuse me. But anyways, this one comes from Wanda Helmer 1038. I did a real world test with Amazon back in the 80s. I've been sold ever since. Well, good to see you're on the same team there, buddy. And yep, I've been sold on it as well. I just like using it. I like running it. It runs good. It works for me. So, and I know that I'd get the same exact results from Rotella. But I'm one of those, I like to waste money on stupid things. And if you haven't figured out yet, yes, I'm being sarcastic. But like I said, you do you, man. Anyways, all right. So, all right. So this is from the My Favorite Rides, Season 6, Episode 1, Spearfish Canyon Scenic Byway. If you have not checked that series out, please check it out. We just did that Season 6 just the last few weeks. But this is from Ninja Riders, and that's with a Z, 4571. Watch out for the local cockblockers that intentionally drive super slow. 2 I ran into were small, clapped out pickup trucks. Now, yep, that's... And actually, I'll put that to rest. Actually, it's pretty much everyone. I don't know if it's intentionally drive super slow, but yeah, it's people just drive slow through there. I think I made a reference in that is, you know, if you really want to do a speed run through Spearfish Canyon, you don't go anytime after like 6 in the morning, because otherwise it's just too busy with traffic. And it's, I guess I've never had too many issues with cock blockers driving intentionally slow, and maybe there's some kind of lingo that I'm not tracking on there, but yeah, it's just kind of everybody kind of drives slow through there. That's kind of what people do. You just kind of got to watch out for it, and like I said, you go down Spearfish Canyon and understand that yeah, you're not going to make a speed run, but I don't know, go out and enjoy the road. Maybe look at the scenery a little bit. That's what I say. All right, so my favorite rides, Season 6, Episode 2. This is Iron Mountain Road. So, Ninja Ride is back again here. So here's his comment. It's comparable to Trail of the Dragon. The tail has more technical decreasing radius curves, turns with steeper grades. No pigtails though. Less tourists too because of no Mount Rushmore. So I don't know if he's telling me I'm wrong with my comparison to Tail of the Dragon. I mean, here's the thing. Like I said, I have not been on the Tail of the Dragon, and when I say comparable to Tail of the Dragon, that's probably like this is the closest thing we have to Tail of the Dragon. But the one thing about it though, and this is just from watching YouTube videos I've watched and things I've seen from videos of Tail of the Dragon. It looks like even at the busiest out there, it's not too bad. It almost seems like maybe it gets close to busy like Tail of the Dragon, maybe during rally. But even then, it doesn't seem like it's as busy as Tail of the Dragon. And that's just kind of a product of that we're in the middle of nowhere, basically. So the other thing it seems to me from this watching video, it seems like the speeds are a lot slower on Iron Mountain Road than they are on Tail of the Dragon, which honestly I think is a good thing, because it seems like you get way too many people that take the Tail of the Dragon and they got to run 100 miles an hour on it, and then they do stupid stuff, and it seems like there's always, every video I see that comes from there, whenever a motovlogger's riding through there's something on the side. There's a vehicle on its roof or something. So I will say this, you don't see that very much on Iron Mountain Road. And really, Iron Mountain Road is not designed to do speed runs through. It was designed by Norbeck to kind of slow people down, allow them to enjoy the area. So, and yeah, cool, you could run it at 100 miles an hour too, but you know what? Not everybody wants to do that. But anyways, let's see who's next here. Same video. We have Jeff Carlson, 1928. He asks, what kind of drone do you use? I'm thinking about getting one myself. I live in the east part of the state and get out to the hills every summer with my 06 Goldwing trike. Well, so the drone I use, it's a DJI, right? DG, whatever. A DJI Mini 3 Pro, and actually I'll show it to you here real quick. DJI, not DGI. So there it is right there. DJI Mini 3 Pro. DJI has tons and tons of drones, and yes, they are a Chinese company, which makes them kind of, you know, bad juju. But I will say this, as far as drones go, DJI probably makes the best drones out there, the best variety of it. Nice thing about this one is it's light enough that you can fly it recreationally, so that's kind of nice. And like I said, it's a pretty, well, you've seen the videos, it does a pretty solid job of capturing footage. Definitely enjoyable, given to me as a Christmas present from my wife several years ago. But there's the controller itself, and then, or not the controller, but there's the drone itself, and then she got me the one that had the controller that comes with it, so that way you don't have to use your phone with it, which, for me, I feel like this is a lot easier because I don't have to worry about losing my phone battery with this. But yeah, that's what I use. Like I said, it's been pretty good so far. Like I said, they're all fun to fly with. I will say this: if you're gonna fly them, obviously make sure you're kind of brushed up on the rules and stuff. And actually, if you stay tuned to the Sodak motorcycle blog, we may get on to some of that. Maybe do a video about the drone. Anyways. All right, so this is from the Am I Old Now Sturgis Rally. This is day 4. This is the day I rode the Road Glide 3. And this is from Trike Mike 7291. It says, man, I'm on video number 3. Enjoy the 3,000 miles of Graceland. And my old man, I guess I am cuz I got a 2014 Trike and I love it. Keep the videos coming. And yep, you know what? There's nothing wrong. Like I've said before, there's nothing wrong with being on a trike. It's one of those deals where we're all going to get to that point where, are you going to give up riding? Or are you going to switch to a trike? Me personally, giving up riding is not an option. So I guess it's going to be trike for me. So if you're that hung up on trikes and anti-trikes, well, I guess when you get to the age you can't ride anymore, I guess you're just going to have to be bitter and not riding it. But you won't be on a trike. So, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with the trike. And like I said, I was pretty impressed with those trikes I did ride at Rally. Although I think right now, if I were to do a trike right now, I don't think I would do a trike at all. I would probably do a Spider. And the reason I would do a Spider, because really cost is a thing for me. I'm not dead broke or poor for any means, but you know, you buy a $30,000 motorcycle and you put a $10,000 trike kit on it, or I want to say those Harleys are about $40,000, which is about right. You figure, like I said, you figure you're paying for a $30,000 motorcycle and a $10,000 trike kit. So I will say this: I'd like to eventually ride a Goldwing trike. I've never rode a Goldwing trike, but it would be nice to ride one eventually. But like I said, I think I would stick with the Spider. Now, those of you just freaked out, remember, the Spider is not the Slingshot. The Spider is the snowmobile with tires on it, okay? So if you were thinking it's a Slingshot, because here's the thing. Yeah, hell with Slingshot. Slingshots suck. Besides, if you're going to bite the Slingshot bullet, go buy a Vanderhall, because they're much better made, and honestly, they look a lot cooler. But anyways, we're going to move on here. Some more comments. My favorite ride, Season 6, Episode 3, Sheridan Lake Road. And Matthew, hey, Phil, 8686, thanks. Well, you're welcome. Amsoil, waste some money. Ramirez Row 8920. Hey, did you know that you mix 2 different kinds of Amsoil oil in that oil change? Okay, so you're probably talking about, so there was basically, they were the same oil. The only thing is, one was an older packaging and one was newer packaging. So trust me, when I changed that oil, I looked at once, twice, 3 times. But no, they were both 1040 metric motorcycle oil. So we're okay. And even if they were different, that video was years and years and years ago. So if it did destroy the engine, it's sure taking its sweet time making it apparent. Because that video was done, oh hell, that was October of 20. So I made it all through the riding season of 21 just fine. with it, and then changed it, and then made it through 22 just fine, and changed it, and made it through 23 just fine, and changed it. So I guess, yeah, the bike might grenade on me on one day, but I guess that's a risk I'm willing to take. So my favorite rides, episode 6, or season 6, episode 2, Iron Mountain Road. And this is from Mrs. Living Dead. Very cool footage. Enjoyed the information. Can't wait to go back to that area. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the footage. Was one exciting thing about getting that drone, was I thought that I could really add some more footage. And that's one thing you're going to see in these next few seasons of my favorite rides. You're probably going to see a lot of revisits to ones I've already done, but using just having a little more experience, and also now that I have a drone, have something I can put some depth to those videos with. All right. More of my favorite rides. Excuse me. This is from also season 6, episode 4, Norris Peak Road. So Matthew Phil again. Nice. Thanks. You're welcome. And then High Tech Redneck. Nice little road. Yes, Norris Peak Road. Like I said, it's not very long, as you saw in the, if you haven't watched the video yet, go back and watch it. But it's not very long. And actually, I'm gonna link all of my favorite rides episodes in a playlist at the end of this video. But yeah, it is a nice little road. It's, like I said, it's not a terribly long road. They've straightened some corners over years, but still just a good, nice little quick 5-mile road. And the best thing about it is it completes a nice little about 30-mile loop out of Rapid City. You know, if you head up on Highway 44 to the west, you turn off at Johnson Siding, you come back around, and you follow Nemo Road back into Rapid City. And like I said, it's a nice little, like, I think 30-mile ride. It's a quick little evening ride. Like if you're here and you have dinner at like 6:30 at night and you decide, hey, let's go have a quick ride from Rapid City. Well, that's part of the loop that I would recommend taking. So yeah, if you get a chance, definitely check that one out. So, all right. So my favorite ride, season 6, episode 5, Van Ucker Canyon Road. So Matthew Phil, thank you for a great video. Can the drone follow you? Yes. Yes, that drone has software on it. Basically, I can put it in the air, I can draw a circle around myself, and it will follow me. Now, if you look at, if you go and check out my Sheridan Lake Road video, there's actually a little bit of a scene where I'm walking up kind of along the road, heading down to the creek, and that is my drone. I've actually got it set to follow me. So yes, I can have it follow me on the motorcycle. I just haven't got to that point yet where I have the guts to do it. And a big part of that, especially in the hills, is because I'm worried about trees and everything else. So I worry about, because when it's tracking, when you have it tracking you, for the most part, if I remember right, the obstacle avoidance goes away. So like I would have it track me on the bike maybe if I was like in more of a wide open area. And I may get to the point where I get better at it, that maybe that's something I can do. And the other thing too is when you're flying a drone, you need to have control of it at all times. Now, granted, I ain't saying your boy here wouldn't skirt a rule every now and again, but definitely with motorcycle, obviously I wouldn't be able to satisfy that, because it would be, the controller would have to either sit on me or something like that. But like I said, we may get to the point, maybe. I think what I'll do is maybe eventually buy the mount kit that has the two little hooks you screw in, and maybe that's something so I could actually ride it and then kind of have some control of it. But it's really hard to ride a motorcycle and control a drone at the same time. Almost, if I were going to do something like that, that would almost have to be like getting someone else trained to actually fly it and follow me with it. Or, I mean, still could do the follow program, but them at the controls so they could keep it from causing an issue. All right. Ninja Riders, rolling roadblocks. I guess I don't know what we're talking. Well, maybe we're talking about tourists. Maybe those cock blockers again. Either way, yep, sometimes you gotta deal with that in the hills in the summertime. But thanks for either way though. I very much so appreciate the comment. Okay, so we have one more comment to go, and this is from Adrian Robinson, 7953. He asks, Have you tried Schaefer's? I've had the exact same experience, but I change it myself on daily driver every 5,000 miles. Sometimes a little over. It falls in the middle of the week. Always wanted to try AMSOIL, but decided to go with Schaefer Supreme 9,000. Alrighty, well, I have not tried Schaefer's. Honestly, I found AMSOIL and kind of just stuck with it and stayed with it. And actually, so AMSOIL, the only thing I'll use AMSOIL is I use that in my motorcycle. Because honestly, it's, in my mind, it's too expensive to use in any of my other vehicles. Actually, what I use in my other vehicles, if we're wondering about what we use for oil, I actually use Pennzoil Platinum. I use zero in the CRV. I use 0W20 because that's what it calls for, 0W20. And in my pickups, in my red pickup, I ran Pennzoil Platinum 5W30. And then my new pickup I just bought, I think, if I remember right, that wants a 520. But I may actually, I haven't decided yet if I'm going to stay with the 520 or go with the 530. And a lot of that's because I watched Ford Tech Make You Loco, and he recommends doing 530 Pennzoil Platinum. So, and that's the reason why I do Pennzoil Platinum is because, well, partly because in the pickups, because that's what the Ford mechanic I watch, that's what he recommends, and that's what he puts in his vehicles. And honestly, if you buy Pennzoil Platinum at Walmart, especially if you stick to the 5-gallon jugs, I think it's like $1 more for a 5-quart jug as opposed to the Motorcraft synthetic blend oil. Now, if you buy when you're dealing with the quarts are a little more expensive, but that's just what I run with. And I run with the Pennzoil Platinum 0W20 in the CRV because being that it's a new tiny one of them newer turbocharged engines, that Pennzoil Platinum's got it's basically rated for what is needed for those brand new tiny little turbo engines, and I'm sure I'm probably gonna stick with it with this new pickup as well. But anyways, I talked a lot about oil today. I don't think I've talked that much about oil pretty much since the AMSOIL waste of money video. But anyways, I'd like to thank everybody for stopping by. Please continue to keep watching the videos. Also, please continue to leave your comments, because you leave comments, guess what? You're going to get it answered probably in the Comments and Beer Show. So, and like I always say, if you're going to make a comment, know that you'll probably get it published here on the show. And that includes if you do a bad job proofreading your comment, I'm going to read that comment verbatim. So, make sure that your comment makes sense before you hit send. But anyways, that's all I've got for today. Once again, I'd like to thank you for stopping by. I'm Clutch from the Sodak Motorcycle Blog. Sodak Motorcycle Blog, we make weekly motorcycle videos from the angle of someone who lives in the Black Hills of South Dakota. So we talk about Goldwings, because I own a Goldwing. We talk about Sturgis. We talk about a little bit of everything. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later.